The Association for Creatine Deficiencies, or ACD, was established by parents of children diagnosed with a cerebral creatine deficiency syndrome. Each parent had navigated the same rare disease odyssey and struggled to find answers and a diagnosis for their children. Today, the ACD is much more than parental support. These parents turned patient advocates have built a thriving organization that is determined to eliminate the challenges of CCDS. The Association for Creatine Deficiencies engages with family members and caretakers of patients with creatine transporter deficiency on a daily basis. We are champions for creatine transporter deficiency. As parents come together and realize the reality of our children's disorder, we're now faced with the significant mental and physical challenges of lifelong care for them. However, as we unite, we find support, strength, and familiarity among us that empowers us to keep moving forward down this complicated road. Together, advocates and caregivers are finding comfort and strength in numbers as we unite to fight this disease and to help children that are unable to help themselves. This is the hope, mission, and purpose that unites our CTD community. We recognize the importance of patient and family emotional support, but as our community grows, we also need answers. We want answers to help change the course of this disorder, and we understand that in order to initiate change for our children, it is our responsibility as parents and caregivers to share our knowledge and experiences. Each patient's personal data holds the key to help unlock the answers. Sharing and connecting this valuable information has brought this patient community to seek out scientific research and medical trials to help facilitate treatments for a better quality of life. Our children deserve nothing less. We see our CTD families coming together in a social movement toward change. They are rising up to take control of their own destiny. They are participating with data sharing by giving the answers necessary to help support and promote the research that is needed to understand this disease. Over the last several years, the ACD has been hosting a patient registry through AltaVoice, formerly Patient Crossroads. AltaVoice secures and safeguards our de-identified patient data, so we may share this information as broadly as possible to researchers and pharma. Also, our registry enables all participants to view other data to learn how people manage similar challenges. And just this year, we relaunched as the ACD International Patient Registry to families worldwide. This registry is easy to participate in any language thanks to a Google Translate function. We also schedule regular social media posts to educate families on this topic, as well as collaborate with Global Genes to help improve our recruitment efforts. Our outlook for data collection must include strategies that will help patients to participate, but also include strategies to encourage and engage medical and scientific researchers. Patients, families, and caregivers have been proactive in this initiative of collecting data, but continuous data information is needed to fully understand the disease. The ACD's goal for the new year is to continue to introduce data surveys and questionnaires to be absorbed into our core data that builds a stronger registry. Our CTD community is growing, and this call for action is getting louder. This building of data has engaged a research-ready patient community. We know that treatment will not be available without it. Through our efforts and the participation from a strong patient network, we have been successful in uncovering CTD patients' wants and needs. Ideally, our community wants to end this disease and find a cure. But if this is not an option at this time, we need a medical treatment that helps manage this disease with little to no side effects. Any treatment for CTD must reflect improvements in the quality of life for these patients. So what does that mean? To help gain a better understanding, we asked our community to help provide answers. What we discovered are the signs and symptoms that have the greatest impact on their daily life. And when it comes to treatment options, we discovered which measurable outcomes hold the most value. When it comes to daily life, we all understand the challenges that these patients face. But according to those questioned, the symptoms that hold the greatest impact are intellectual ability, seizures, muscle tone, and behavior. These complications prevent patients from being able to participate in typical daily activities. Then we asked the community for feedback on treatment outcomes. Assuming there is no complete cure, what specific attributes would you look for in an ideal treatment? This data helps establish specific outcomes that patients value most. We found that the most significant outcomes include cognitive functions, increase in verbal and language abilities, improvement in behaviors, decrease in seizure activity, increased weight gain and appetite, better social skills, and stronger muscle tone. So as you can see, natural history data and patient-relevant outcome measures are indicative of a collective need for pursuing a drug treatment through clinical trials that will effectively improve quality of life for CTD patients. Today, researchers, clinicians, and industry are coming together to discover new potential treatments. We believe through continued collaboration, we all can work together to push forward and develop a treatment for CTD. The ACD's initiatives include building a secure and comprehensive international patient registry, supporting clinical research, and collaborating with medical professionals, drug developers, and government agencies, including the NIH and the CDC, on research efforts related to early detection and potential therapeutics. As a patient advocacy group, we are committed to continuing this momentum. CTD patients understand the importance of data and have proven that they are willing to assist through patient engagement in research projects and scientific involvement, and providing disease-specific data. But are we ready for clinical trials and this new level of commitment? Based on our core registry data and supplemental surveys, 100% of our patients polled are not only willing to share data via multiple platforms, but also show a commitment to participating in future trials. Specifically, when it comes to enrollment in observational, natural history, and clinical trials, an overwhelming majority of patients are willing to participate in all of the above. This data is exciting and shows that our patient community is ready for clinical trials. However, readiness doesn't mean that there aren't reservations. Our hope as a patient population is for an effective treatment that can improve quality of life and provide valuable insight on the disease. However, the biggest concerns surround the risks involved. These include apprehension around potential side effects, negative implications of terminating current medications, for example, seizure management, and the lasting impact that potential invasive procedures may have on the patient. Other concerns include eligibility requirements and commitment to participate, which includes costs incurred by the family, travel distance, and time required. This data provides valuable insight into the patient's feelings that we believe will be useful to those clinical investigators. The ACD is excited about the findings that we've been able to share with you today. The fact that 100% of those surveyed want to participate in trial opportunities shows a strong allegiance to research and the future of CTD medicine. As clinicians and researchers with a vested interest in changing the future of CTD, you are also a critical part in finding the answers. We have established a willingness to get involved, but this is a supportive role. We need your expertise to end this debilitating disease. We are all stakeholders with a common goal, and we must collaborate in order to change the lives of those living with CTD. We have shown we are ready. The next step is clinical trials. But we can't do this without you. Together, we are building strength and changing lives.